You're not taking this serious.
Huh?
Hmm?
What do you mean you're not Nigerian but you identify as an Essex girl? What does that even mean?
Kemi?
Yeah, but what does that even mean,
Kemi
bro?
Badenoch.
That was a while ago, to be fair. That would have been good to chat about when we were literally like straight the week after the last episode.
Okay.
But anyway, we still chat about it now anyway, because she's still not, what they call it, identifying as Nigerian.
Is she Nigerian born? Like both parents, Nigerians.
I think she was born in Nigeria and then she came over to...
She was born in Nigeria as well.
Yeah.
Is she absolutely having a laugh?
Because you don't watch too much social media, innit? She had like an interview, I can't remember who it was with, but she was talking about how she was at a specific grammar school or English school in Nigeria, which was like top of the range private school kind of thing.
Okay.
Let me land.
No. I'm listening. That's an okay. Like, okay. Like, where we going with this?
No, where I'm going with it is very important because
Okay,
this
go
is
on.
where we know. Actually, no. Let me sort that out.
Oh, door, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole time with Gabby.
But anyway, so yeah, she went to a specific private school in Nigeria, and there was a boy in the exam that was cheating. That she can see he had notes and copying this, that, the other, and she took pride in standing up in the middle of the exam and saying, "Yeah, this boy's cheating, and I don't think this is right." This, but the other, and she was happy in the interview to say, "Yes, I said that he was cheating, and I said, yeah, this boy here is cheating, and he needs to be removed from the exam," because you could see like how the pride and how disconnected she is with just normality. Like, I know the man's cheating, but this is a Nigerian private school. Do you know what that boy probably would have went through, bro? Like, for you just telling them that he cheated, and when he got home, bro, he probably wouldn't have seen the light of day. You'd have got beaten the hell out of. But anyway, yeah, she took pride in saying the man was a cheater.
Why even? Okay, cool. You know what? We're kids. We make mistakes. But now you're a grown ass woman, and you're saying that you're not Nigerian, and you don't identify as a Nigerian, and she's an Essex girl.
Yeah.
But you was born in Nigeria, and you even spent a period of time in school in Nigeria. You are a Nigerian who moved to Essex.
You know what she is, man.
What kind of foolishness am I hearing?
She's trying to just perform for like, I'm gonna sound like a waste man, but she's performing for master, basically. That's what it is.
That's what it sounds like.
I gotta do anything I can do to get clicks or get attention.
Yeah, like
that I'm on their side. It looks like.
That's what it sounds like. Or she's clickbaiting. And she's deliberately like, because now we're talking about it, and if we're talking about it, there's definitely other people out here talking about it.
Late on we're talking about it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
This is weeks afterwards.
So
this was all the rave a few weeks ago.
That's all mad though. That's crazy. People, be proud of yourself. Proud of
yeah, but
your
the thing
heritage.
is, you can be British. You can say you can come here and you'd say that you're British.
No, she can't.
No, anyone can, bro. My nan came here and she was St. Lucian and she said she's British now. Like, you can be St. Lucian and British, fam. Like, because you've been here long enough, you've paid enough taxes into this country, you live here, and you've taken in the culture of being here. But you don't forget where you come from. You see, you're St. Lucian, but I also am British.
Is that what it means to be British now?
What?
Is that what it means to be from a place, like to be of a place?
You've been there long enough, bro. Like, you're very assimilated with this culture. You haven't really been living out of this country for what, nearly 40 to 50 years, is my nan's case.
Yeah.
So you are counted as British. You're a citizen of Britain as well, so you are British.
That bit I hear, yeah. This is a mad concept, because I can't imagine, like, I just would never identify as a British person.
What, even now?
Even now, bro. Me being born in the UK, I wouldn't identify myself as a British person.
Well, I can.
I get what you're saying in regard to, like, culturally, that's what I've experienced culturally and so forth, and that was all very relevant and definitely present.
Got a British accent, bro.
And all of that, that's what I'm saying, all of that exists. The reason why I say I wouldn't identify as a British person, however, is what does it mean to be a British person?
What does it mean to be a British person, Ella?
It must be like values and stuff that you grow up around, and I kind of get where Jamal's coming from, because yes, you're born here, but the household that you're in is culturally different.
Do you know what I mean?
That's one thing, yeah.
But I can still do both.
I hear it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I hear it. Like, I never thought of it the way you said it. I was like, I've never really thought of it like that.
Because think about it. I go home and they see me as English. Straight up.
Well, I don't get that back home.
Mm.
We don't really get that. So I think it's because I'm attached to my nan.
Mm.
and she's very known back in St. Lucia, especially where we are.
Mm.
So every time I come back, I'm treated rather as Clotilda or Mary's grandchild rather than the English boy coming.
Don't you reckon it's also a respect thing as well? Because
Yeah. That's why. I'm not
she's
saying
well-known.
if she wasn't respected like that, it probably would be different.
Yeah. But she her name is massive in where she's at.
That's where we're from in St. Lucia.
Yeah, so they look at you like, okay, yeah, you're part of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're one of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I'm just thinking about my experience in England, and I ain't really felt quote unquote British. Do you know what I mean? I've not been treated as a British person, or like what I'd assume a British person, like, or what I'd identify as a British person would be treated as.
There's definitely times that you have, not.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. There's definitely been times, but I just mean overall.
All right.
I mean overall, like
Home training versus no home training, innit?
And just-
you can see the difference.
yeah, and how I'm looked at, how I've like been communicated to, like, and just so forth. I just don't really see myself like, do you know what I mean, in that regard. That's why my mind brain or me immediately goes like, I ain't British. Also, like, I grew up in a Caribbean household, so like my traditions are Caribbean. There are definitely some English traditions, without a doubt.
Yeah, big emphasis on that because you learn like how to keep like certain things clean, not to wear shoes in the house, which is most cultures outside of
like
England.
Operations.
You know, what else can I like bring up?
Just certain operating of like how we handle things, how we go about things, cleaning our skin.
Yeah. No noise after certain
You're
hours.
shaking your head, but that's a real thing, bro. That's a real problem.
You mean like adding cream in yourself or
Yeah,
lotion?
Yeah. And it's
Lotion.
like that whole conversation was hearing with the Americans about cleaning their skin. You see about how white America found out how black people was cleaning their skin. I was like, wow, you lot use like washcloths and like we're very dirty.
Really? I
Like
ain't
we
seen that.
we letting the soap hit our legs and our feet, and that's what cleaning looks like to us.
You know what the mad thing is though? Is like, I watched another Instagram page. I'm not gonna out them like that, but there's a boy in there who's light skinned and he still washing himself with his hand, you know. And this is just light skinned people.
Okay, see, then my question is, whatever black parent is in his household.
This is why I didn't want to out the Instagram page because like it's growing. It's a growing page.
Okay.
When I say it, people will be like, "Oh, right, you don't mind."
Yeah, whatever
You washing yourself with your hand still.
black parent is his black parent. Like, what are they teaching him?
Nah, exactly. The
And
problem
what
is that
presents
the black
do they
parent
have?
that's in that house is very vocal, and he's like, "I didn't teach you this, fam.
Okay.
Bro, how you got here? How are you doing this?" That's the dynamic of the page, isn't it? It's funny.
So that's how you know, even with a black influence in your own household, you can still be further influenced by
British culture.
British culture. One,
here.
because you're British, and then also you got direct descendant. So then it means what side of the family are you really tapping into more, and what culture is really more present in the household? Because obviously I'm mixed race, so there is some white genetics within man. In my household, though, I grew up in a Caribbean household. It was a Caribbean household.
Yeah.
That's how we operated. My mom cooked Caribbean food. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom had to learn. My mom learned that when she met my dad. That's when she learned how to cook. Yeah, that's when my mom's from Brazil. My mom's dad's side is Brazilian. So she ain't cooking, like, do you know what I mean? There's a disconnect over there. So she ain't cooking Caribbean food until she met my dad. And my dad was like, all right, cool, this is the food we eat. This is how we do. And then my grandparents taught my mom how to cook and so forth. And it went from there.
That's quite new information to me to hear that because, I mean, all I know is flannels and net sponges, you know what I mean?
It's just normal, isn't it? It's this shit every day. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like your basics.
Yeah, it's like, it's dental washing.
Yeah, but
that they feel like we're nutters when people say that to them. What do you mean by dental wash? You're using floor cleaner on yourself. That's what I used to hear in school.
yeah, I hear it still.
It was stupid. I just don't get my head around that. Like, you don't know what antiseptic is.
Yeah, but it is mad though that we use Dettol.
No, but
Yeah,
That
Dettol is a bit dry
crazy
still, yeah.
that we was using Dettol to
we
clean our
shouldn't be using
skin.
that. Yeah, we shouldn't be.
But it cleans wounds though.
yeah, it's good for that.
Yeah.
So
Savlon.
what's
That's
the
the
difference?
same
though? It's
thing, innit?
still Same
Yeah,
thing. It's
yeah,
still
same
liquid.
thing,
You
same
just pour
thing.
it in and it. No, I like it when you pour it in
And
then
the
it just
cloudy. And it gets cloudy.
I hear it
Because
still.
that was a thing, bro.
I hear it. I used to look for that. I used to look
I
for
still
that.
do now.
I swear.
I still do now, bro. If I was to wash my face with I got spots and that, sometimes a little bit of Dettol in the water and you just sort that out. That's
Yeah.
the reason why we didn't have acne, you know. That's a little secret that they probably didn't even know. It's
Clock
like,
it. Yeah.
that was
yeah.
it. But all them doing all this, what are those different things? Clearasil, innit?
Clearasil,
Clearasil
cleaning
and stuff
clear.
like that. Nah, bro, Dettol in the
Garnier.
water. Rag. The same rag I wash the rest of my body.
But you'd wash your face first, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
man.
wash your
Yeah,
face
wash
first
your
and then
face.
wash the rest of your skin.
Wash your legs. Don't forget your legs.
Yeah, and your foot.
And your
Who's
foot.
Forget, but I mean, the fact we're actually giving cleaning lessons in 2025 is crazy.
No, people are learning though. People are learning the differences between like
is
cultures and just
wild.
how things work, innit? Because someone could hear us and be like, right, I never knew that.
Do you know what it is? But that's what I find
You get
crazy.
every conversation though.
True.
No matter what conversation you're gonna have, there's gonna be someone who's gonna be like, "Bro, I didn't know that." And there's sometimes the most basic stuff, and you was like, "You didn't know that?" But come to realize that now. The more I've just been paying attention to what's been going on in the recent world with the immigration and the immigrants and blah blah. No one really knows their history. They're trying to bang on about hanging British flags, St. George's flag.
I've been seeing
this,
that.
the other, but they don't know that majority of you man are not English. You man are not English through to soul, bro. You go and do a little bit of history, and you'll find that majority of you are just like probably 5% max, 20%, 20 at max, I would say, English. Everywhere else is all over Europe.
You know what I saw this week though? It's still in my head because it made me laugh so hard. You see like how everyone's painting St. George's everywhere.
Yeah.
Someone did the invert and did the Danish flag, innit?
Yeah, we saw that. innit? Yeah, it's idiot.
Why?
Man put down red
It
base.
weren't
Put down red
intentional. It weren't intentional. It was just
you meant it was done on purpose.
Nah,
Like, what's the
No,
problem?
nah.
Man just
Man,
man got lost in the sauce, man. We put down the red base.
what a donut.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's not really like I'm just looking at it like, okay, that's Danish land now.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Seriously.
Because I do a lot of driving, we went
Yeah.
down Western Supermare areas and where were we? Gillingham.
Yeah.
It's all on the bridges and the M25 and that.
No
What's
way.
your thoughts on that?
I don't really care.
Okay.
I don't really care because I know that they're trying to do it in a way of respect the country and this, that, the other. But you don't respect your country anyway. You don't clean the roads. You don't make sure that so your areas are nice and tidy. You don't really respect it. You man piss on walls in the road, bro. That should be technically illegal at the end of the day. These kind of things should be illegal. If you actually upkept your country, then fine. But I know you don't. So it's just like an empty threat against immigrants because you don't look after your country the way that you want them to look after your country.
It's a projection.
Yeah, you're projecting what though?
No, it's a projection in the sense of like, it's a projection. We don't do this, so you should do this. But so we're gonna like, so we don't do this. That's what a projection always is, though.
Hypocrisy.
Yeah. That's what a projection is, isn't it? Like
Hypocrisy.
you're feeling the type of way about somebody not doing something or somebody doing something that you do, and then you project that they shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that.
But the
you need to
thing
do
is-
this. You need to do that.
thing
But
is,
you're
you
not
don't
doing
even-
that, so shush, bro.
Yeah, and the lies that they're telling, this is what I'm saying, the lies that they've been listening to on social media about what they get is another thing that I'm just like, you lot crazy. I think when me and Ella were listening to something, or I was listening to her in passing on LBC, she was just listening over, and someone actually thinks they get PS5s and iPhones and stuff like that.
What?
given to them.
Why would they do that?
Exactly. But just because you've seen it on TikTok or you've seen it on Instagram, it's truth. And that's what he actually said. He had the stupidity, the gall to say, I saw it on social media that they're getting them. I'm like, wow.
That's where a lot of people getting their information from, though.
And that's what I
That's
mean.
as
Yeah, you
far
gotta
as the
look
research
beyond
goes.
Every conversation you'll have, there'll be some idiot that'll be like, bro, I didn't know that. And even if it's not true, he's still like, I didn't know that. And now he believes it. So,
Yes.
I mean, there's so much misinformation going on, AI and all that kind of stuff. It would be worth to do your due diligence.
Crazy.
You can't just be that gullible.
Yeah, it's really that simple, isn't it? So Ella, what do you think about these flags and that being posted around and plastered around?
Me, do you know what? When I see things like this, I try not to like have an opinion. I just like back away and just say, look,
why?
well,
Oh, well, I guess it's not affecting you then.
it's not like it's not affecting me. It's just, I always asked myself, like, what's the difference between the Union Jack and the St. George?
Do you know?
Mm.
Because I don't really know. I know one. Wait, one is
One is the United Kingdom and one is England.
yeah. That I know that.
But that's all I know. So I'm just thinking, like, whenever I see the Union Jack, it's just a flag of the country we live in, right? It's like when you go to America, you see USA flags all over the place.
Yeah.
I would reckon that it's more or less the same thing. When I see the England flag now, it has connotations of certain set of people.
What do you mean?
Like, I would say that I've seen or I've heard that, oh, you know, if you see outside this person's home, this person might be particularly racist or something like that.
Same with the American flag, though.
But the thing is, this is why I say that I don't really have an opinion, because I don't really like
Wasn't
I
it?
don't think you care enough.
Yeah. For
What
me,
it really is, you can tell the truth. You don't.
yeah.
Well, I don't care enough.
Yeah, if you don't care enough, you don't care enough. Because at the end of the day, I don't. That's why I said I don't really care, because I know they don't look after their country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think there's any problem with what they're doing in regards. I don't think the motive
I
behind it.
don't think there's anything
is
wrong
well
with
placed.
fighting for like.
Or being
saying
patriotic. I don't
your
think there's a
own
problem with being
home,
patriotic.
I
It's
guess.
No,
like,
but you're not being patriotic.
You're not. No.
because you're not following up in what you're trying to push.
I don't think.
yeah,
that,
but there's still a level of patriotism that's going on within them. Like there's still a level of patriotism that they've.
I don't think there's anything wrong with defending your own home, but also got to look at, like, you got to be neutral. I think it's best to be neutral about this stuff, because you also don't know.
Personally, I don't think they can even think neutral because they don't understand the refugee side of point. I have not come to notice. They don't even try to.
Yeah,
understand.
I was gonna say that the refugee side as well. They also have their things going on. And it's just like, but maybe it's just my way of thinking, because once again, I think this goes right back to culture, like we said in the first instance. Like, we're from cultured households, we see things very differently.
Yeah,
We said that in the last episode.
Yeah, so I can't see it in the like
way that those
Yeah.
people do.
yeah, and that's why I just said, you know what, it's probably better for me to not really like have an opinion.
Not give a damn about it.
Yeah.
Because
Not give
we
any
were
energy
the
to it.
immigrant just 60, 70 years ago. I know, not us personally.
No, but
parents,
our
grandparents,
grandparents and all of that, they were once people who've come onto the land themselves, who've went through the racism, who went through all of that on the land.
While building up another man's land. Crazy.
We've
Yeah.
always done that. That's us.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
See, for me, I personally don't think like the flag, them repping their flag the way they're repping their flag is actually an issue. I don't like the motive behind it. I think the motive behind it is misplaced. But like repping your flag, like as Caribbean people, we rep our flag regular.
No, I know that.
We are carnival anytime.
But then
It don't even matter. We'll have
Proud.
flags on backs, flags coming up in the
Proud.
air. Do you know what I mean? And we'll rep our flag. So I don't think there's an issue with the English people repping their flag.
got Jamaica
You're
on their cake.
you're in England. If anything, they should be repping their flag. They should be proud and happy and so forth. And there should be a level of pride that comes with
then you know
their
what
people and so forth.
it's the connotations behind what England did to the rest.
I hear it, but that's what England, like, that's the same with, you can say the same thing for the Americans.
Yeah.
You can say the same things for like
But that's what they get. They get the backlash. The
Yeah,
Americans still
yeah,
get the backlash because we know the connotations
where it's
behind
come
what
from. I hear it. But then we can then say the same thing for the Portuguese, the Italian. Like we can then say the same thing for Europe. Do you know what I'm saying? And then forget just that. We go over to the Arabs and we can do the same thing for the Arabs. Because there's still the East Atlantic slave trade going on today through and that's all happening in the Asian community. So we can still do the same thing, but are we telling them to not be proud in their countries for their flags? No, because it doesn't make sense. Of course you should be. That's your people. You are proud of what you people have done and where you are at. Clearly. Cool.
Dark, innit?
It is dark, but that's reality, innit? That's reality. So we have to just let that be and just understand, like, all right, cool, that's where you are.
Let's move on, innit? Let's move on. Anyway, welcome back to Uncommon Sense Podcast. Fabian.
Jamal.
hello.
Yeah, Darky didn't make it this week. He had a mishap while he was baking.
Yeah,
leave it at that.
yeah.
But yeah, we've been away for what, three weeks now. But we know how we are now. But life happens. We have to come and go, do what we can, and we try to get the pod out when we can. But the main thing that we wanted to chat about this week, which is starting tomorrow, which will be September the 1st.
Yes,
We're
sir.
recording this on the 31st of August, and it'll come out the following week. But by the time this comes out, we'll be in full swing of boycott month of unnatural hair products, black hair products. We're meant to be only getting natural hair products from now on.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
And it's nice. It's nice that we're actually finally coming together as a group, as a ethnicity, because we're not a race. That's still an old. I can't stand it. Race this, race that, race the other.
Stay on topic. You get distracted.
Yeah. Ethnicity, come together as an ethnicity to boycott a certain demographic and group of things that are causing us health risks for God knows how long.
Long time, and it's mashing us up in so many different ways. So I'm so happy.
Yeah. And I hope it just carries on. I hope it's not just 1 month. We need to carry this on. It needs to be not necessarily we're just going to do this now and then forget about it and then go back to the way the things they are, because that's what they expect of us. They're going to think, oh, okay, cool, this is cool. Just going to blow over. Just batten down the hatches. And when they come back to us at the end of next month or end of this month, We just things go over regular scheduled programming
How do you think it's going to play out?
like that. Unfortunately,
You think it's going to play out like that? Ella, what do you think?
It takes a lot of work for something like that to be normalized.
I personally think if people are doing it for a month, they'll do it. There's going to be a large number of those people that will continue doing it because they're going to find alternatives.
yeah, that's
And
what I
that's
want.
now going to become then,
I'm
that's
being a
going to be like,
pessimist
well,
right now. I hope I'm wrong.
yeah, no, I reckon you are, because people are going to find alternatives and they're going to be like, oh, the alternatives work just as well. And I don't have all these reoccurring issues that are going to come from using those things over a period of time. So I'm going to go back to something that I know is killing me when I've already found an alternative.
It's education.
The hardest bit is finding the alternatives.
Yeah, but they're doing that well.
That's what I'm
I've
saying.
noticed they're doing that well because all the posts, everyone talking about boycotting, people underneath have put in the shops
Boom, boom,
and
boom.
putting where you can get it
See what
from
I'm saying?
where you are. So I hope it works, man.
So I think that's going to create a lot of traction. That's going to help shift a lot of people's way of being. And I think this is a stepping stone. I think this is going to have a compounding effect.
It needs to
I
because
think-
it's kind of the podcast is uncommon sense for a reason. It's very common sense, bro. If you just educate yourself to things that are causing you harm, stay away from them. We have to go where things are beneficial to our bodies, beneficial to each other, beneficial to the community. That's common sense, but we've just been taught to think uncritically from the society that we're in. And hopefully this is building critical thinking so people can actually step out of that bubble and the echo chamber that we've been in for so long, and we can finally just work together as a group of ethnicity of Black people, Asian people. I don't give a toss. Human beings that actually just want to be treated as human beings and actually care for each other and not just trying to exploit each other and kill each other. Because we're doing it in multiple different ways. Products, guns, war, famine, capitalism. But this one we need to focus on and get it right. We get this one right, we can get a lot of other things right.
Yeah, that's what I reckon will happen, because this is a chemical warfare. That's what this is.
Mm.
Because like it's a bunch of chemicals being attacked through the normal products of which we use within our households. That's chemical warfare. And unfortunately, we're all being exposed to it. And that's why I think that this is going to be a real catalyst and going to have compounding effects where people are going to make this change. They're going to go, well, what else is killing me? What else is mashing me up and causing health issues and this and that and this and that I also could just find another alternative, which is also going to be as good. I think it's going to be a real big eye-opener for a lot of our people. And I'm really happy that our people's finally having that eye-opening moment, because it's also then going to create a demand for that stuff, which means that stuff is going to become more popular. Once the stuff becomes more popular, that stuff becomes cheaper. So then it becomes the biggest thing that everyone's complaining about or has complained about in the past is, right, the stuff's more expensive. And it's because there's less of a demand for it. So once that demand's now there, it now becomes the normal. And once it becomes the normal, it becomes more easier accessible and it becomes cheaper. So therefore it's going to be more beneficial. So yes, we have to bite the bullet for little periods of time, but biting that bullet is going to do us a lot of, it's going to be a lot of benefits that come from biting that bullet. And there's going to be a lot of positives that come from that. And I think it's about time. I think it's a great time to actually make that shift. You know what I mean? There's a lot of podcasts or content being put out there and a lot of studies that's showing like how detrimental this stuff is for us and how much more of the crap, the chemicals and all the rest of it that is in our products or products that typically our people use. I say our people as in people who look like us, compared to those who may be fairer skinned. So you can't tell me that's not chemical warfare. It's not done deliberately. You can't tell me that.
Oh, there's so much done deliberately. Like, I found out that only recently the breathalyzer test that we take, you know, when just to trace how strong your lungs are or how much alcohol level you've got.
Yeah.
That has been doctored to say that people of black skin have got a lower lung capacity than people of fairer skin of Caucasian descent.
Okay.
And literally, it's only been changed in the recent of 2021 to 2022. On a worldwide stage, that is not a thing now. It was calibrated into the machines for a very long period of time to say that even if you are blowing into it at this level, you calculate it at different. You figure out your calculation slightly different to say you're more susceptible to more lung diseases or asthma and this, that, the other. I can go more in depth in it, and I'll put the paragraphs of that I was reading and stuff like that. But it was crazy work, just random stuff like that. I didn't know.
Okay, that's interesting.
Bro, there's so much rubbish. That's what they call systemic racism.
Yeah, it's there. It's not an accident.
It's not the stuff that you see on a plane day to day, because people think we're getting more of a chance and equality because in front of in your eyes we're not getting treated like slaves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, but there's still so much underlying laws and things that are put into medicine that through pseudoscience.
Yeah, but we got LeBron James.
What I look at it now, yeah, it's mad. Like people think I'm crazy. My mom called me radical, but I see celebrities as like the highest paid slave now. Because at the end of the day, I break it down.
100%.
If they step out of line and they say things like that can't be marketed by whoever's their agents or whoever they're working for, they get dropped.
Done.
You get
Sponsorships taken away.
Taken away. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. So if that can happen to you just for speaking up for certain people and you're getting called like an anti-Semite, or you're speaking for Black Lives Matter at the beginning of the movement before it had gained traction when people didn't really like it, and you're losing your sponsorships. What is that, man? You're just controlled by a certain group of people. I know you're getting paid and you've got a good living, a good life, but all that can just go as soon as you step out of the line that they like the box and the track that you're meant to be keep going in, that they want to keep you in. You step out of that lane, go from lane 5 to lane 6 and start getting a bit woke. Everything.
Hey, whoa! What we doing over there?
Exactly.
What you doing over there, boy? What you doing over there, boy?
So that's why.
Let's bring your ass back over here. Whip me right back into shape.
And it's true.
Yeah,
as
bro.
dark as that is, it's true.
It is peak. It is peak, but it's the life we live in.
So what's you guys' plan with them for September then coming when it comes to like changing up?
I actually don't have to make any changes.
I know you don't. I know you
I
don't.
actually don't have to make any changes. I live that life. But I live that life.
I use the same products that you just buy and mum buying the house, isn't it?
Well, to be fair though, I've been doing the natural hair thing for about well over a year now, innit? You know that.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't easy. I mean, I have my hair straight at the minute because I'm feeling lazy. I'll be real. Shout out to my hairdresser.
Yeah.
But when you get to the swing of it, you actually realize it's actually not that difficult. It's kind of a fun process. Like, you know, you get your oil, get your chosen oils, you heat them up, put them together, make your little mix, get your bottles, just get your flannel, pour it in, and it's yours. And stuff like that will cost you maybe like £8-9, maybe more.
You can make it in bulk as well.
Make it in bulk, yeah.
So, and then when you make it in bulk, you can help
what
each other
happens is that you start looking for like the proper ingredients. So you start looking for cold pressed oils, genuine oils. You don't mess around. It's just, it starts to become like a rabbit hole for like not just hair but your skin as well, because whatever you use on your hair you can end up using on your skin. So it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah, facts.
End up changing what you use. So for me personally, my skin has been a lot better. My
That's
hair,
also going to be because your liver's not underneath as much pressure.
yeah,
Because when you're like got all the crap that obviously your skin's absorbing,
your liver
your
works
liver
hard
has to work harder because
to
obviously that's what's
push
got to
it.
clean everything out. So that's also going to have effects on your thyroid because that's where your hormones are being balanced, and then your liver's got to clear all that out, which is why then people are dealing with like acne, lymphatic system issues, and so forth, because your skin is direct correlation of what's going on with your liver. So if your liver's working properly, you won't have as much acne, you won't have as much skin problems and all the rest of it. If you're struggling with acne and skin problems and so forth, it's because your liver's backed up. You need to do a liver detox. You need to have some time, take time, all the rest of it. So the fact that you're seeing like less of those issues is one, because yes, you've obviously made that switch, and then so there's less harm being done to your body. And then also a lot of this stuff is also healing and good for the skin. Like when you put in like the oils on and all the rest of your skin, it's good for your skin.
Yeah, you save a lot
hydrating for different reasons and so
You save a lot
forth.
of time on like lotioning yourself and all that kind of stuff. Where you're using like 3 4 products and you got to open them, put them back. Grab your next one, open that, put that back.
Yeah, it's a
You
lot
just got your
better.
pipette. You just open that.
Boom, boom, boom.
And
Nice
oils
easy.
last you as well. They go a long way.
I think they also see what I like about them is you get to smell. They get to
Then
smell.
you find out things like cloves. Cloves help with this and that. Rosemary helps with this and that. Coconut oil helps with this and that. Castor oil.
And people
could
will
go
realize
on.
that most of the stuff they already have in their house.
Yup. That's the thing that's mad about. Well, for us at least.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say
You
is
know what we're talking
The
about.
spice users.
yeah. But you know what, one thing I can say,
That's a good
is
segue
when
when we do it in a second.
Hold on.
The spice users.
No, but really and truly though, one thing I can say is that when it comes to buying oil, you do really have to read your label. You have to really read your label and actually pay attention to what it is. Have a look at what they're supposed to look like, what they're supposed to smell like, origins, things like that. Make sure that all the things that you see on your label are not necessarily things that you can pronounce, but things that you can easily read, right?
What?
So for instance, like I've got like Botana oil. Right?
I've been hearing a lot
yeah,
like that.
and you look at the back of Botana oil and it has a scientific name for the plant. That's enough for me.
Okay.
Not things with like a lot of X's and Z's in them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because that's where
Toxin, this, preservative, that.
hydroxychloroquine, the hippopotamus. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it's taken a lot to actually learn that. It's taken a lot to learn that. Now that is part of my lifestyle. Yeah, man. September's going to be a breeze. I'll do it anyways.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
It's not going to be any different for you. It's a lot of the people
Yeah,
that
but
are
it's
conditioned
also-
to live a lifestyle to feel like this is all I could have used and this is all I've
It's
learned.
worth helping the next person. You know what I'm saying? Help your neighbor.
Yeah, it's all about helping one person. If
And
one
support.
person sees this podcast and didn't know about the boycott that was happening,
No, they
we've
do.
done our job, innit?
But also support small businesses that are also providing
It's
these kind of
Del Boy.
products.
And it's Del Boy that started pushing this.
Shout out Del Boy.
Shout out Del Boy. I'm not going to do this podcast without shouting a man's name out. Don't worry, it's the person that started this movement. He broke
is
it
it?
down.
I'll
He
take
didn't
a look.
start it, but he gave a good breakdown of what could happen day by day in a month if you stopped doing. If
Is
you
it?
stopped, yeah.
Oh, lit.
And that's why a lot. And then you got Elaine the Pain. She's obviously helping out.
Shout out
She's
to
pushing.
Elaine the Pain.
She's pushing a lot of things alongside him as well. So she's not trying to jump on the bandwagon and take man's shine.
She's seen the movement and she's like, all right, cool, this is actually
Yeah.
good and it's going to help people push it.
Yeah.
That's a great thing
And
to
the
do.
thing is with Elaine, yeah, I've watched Elaine. Elaine is very much of that type of people who use the products, you know what I mean? And now she's trying to look for natural stuff. So she's like one of the good examples to say, look, I'm trying to change. And she has a voice. So
Like that.
these
Castor
people,
oil
we need...
helps with fibroids.
Is it?
They help with ovary issues. So I mean, it is quite prevalent in women, melanated women in particular. Relaxers, all the treatments that we've used in our hair, the braiding, the synthetic hair. So going down that route, might see some changes. Who knows? Sometimes it takes more than a month to see that. But an old school tip: take some genuine castor oil. No, I said genuine castor oil. Rub that in your belly button.
Fair enough.
Thank me later.
Have you lot seen that episode of the Diary of the CEO podcast? And it's the number one toxicologist. These products were making me infertile.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. blah.
I
You watched it?
I saw bits of it.
I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the
I
full
saw
thing.
bits of it. I think I saw this. I think just as I was starting this journey of changing my products, that's when I would see.
Start watching it.
Well, not even just that. I just saw clips from other people in general
Okay.
talking about that, and it did kind of scare me a
Is it
little
an
bit.
old one or is it recent?
I could take a look. I was literally just had that
not-
up on my phone because I had to pull up the exact name.
It's not necessarily fear mongering people. It's literally
months
just
ago.
saying this. Just,
Oh, okay.
Oh, 9
I
months
have
ago.
watched it definitely then.
It's a really good episode because it really breaks down like how many things in your house and just in your you're using are actually just mashing you up.
Oh, there's a certain guy watching I follow on
He does that.
Instagram.
Oh,
He does that all the
Yeah,
time.
I got to chill with the
yeah.
Febreze after a number 2. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
and like
know
I told my
TMI,
mum,
but
stop
still.
using foil. Don't be cooking on foil. and
Yeah,
stuff
heavy
like that.
metals, fragrances, anything that has a fragrance or a smell like if it says like fragrance on it, like scented candles, mashing.
Yo,
up.
you know it's the same with yogurt as well. If it says low fat, 0 fat, and natural flavors.
Yeah, done for.
Low fat means more in sugar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and no added sugar
High
means
protein as well, not real.
high preservatives and starch.
Yeah. It's crazy stuff.
Yeah, man, we're just slowly
So-
killing ourselves off, man. We don't even realize.
It's nuts. So that's a great episode to watch. I'd advise both of you watch it. It's something that I've started. I haven't got through all of it.
Okay.
But everybody I know who has watched this, like, I'm having to change my house. Like, the reason why I'm not so like keen to watch it is because I've come across the information through other sources.
Yeah.
So I've already made a lot of the changes. So it was more affirming things for me. Whereas for people who are looking to make the changes, there's a really good place to come to get all the information from one video. And it breaks down in she's really, really intelligent, and the way she breaks down things is really, really good. And I think Stephen Bartlett, the way he asks questions, the question he asks really allows them.
I don't know if
dive
Stephen
into it.
Bartlett is sheltered or if he's just really unaware because you've just made so much money. You don't have to be living in a lifestyle.
No, he's learning though.
What do
you
you
know
mean?
what I'm saying?
Because there's so many people I've just seen on his pod still, and he's so lost. I won't say lost. It's not so unaware of just natural things that could have helped him. So I saw one guy on there talking about how you're naturally meant to run, because we said that we've all been taught how to run incorrectly, how we run flat-footed rather than the balls on our feet and stuff like that. Isn't that common sense when you run? Like,
Not for everyone.
I know it isn't, but he's an athlete. And Stephen Bartlett's an athlete, and he's been an athlete for a while. So I thought, have you been doing things incorrect? And he was so fascinated. It was just one example I'm showing you. Innit? He's been running flat-footed while he's been getting all these different foot pains and all these issues. And the guy said, "Oh, you need to learn how to run on the balls of your feet." And I thought that's something that I've known since I was like 6, 7 years old as a football player.
You know, some of us have access to certain
I'm not
information.
saying, yeah, you're right. I was just a bit confused because when you have all these different kind of resources to yourself and you can talk to these people, it still baffles me how you're just that unaware.
Do you know what that shows to me? Even in being in a position where he's in, there's still so much for you to learn.
Yeah.
Like there's still so much for you to learn, and you don't know what you don't know, and that's a clear example of just not knowing what.
And that's just one
know.
example. There's a few that I've watched him chat, and I'm just like, really, Stephen? I thought the amount of people that you could meet in your life because of where you are, you would come across these things more than I would come across these.
Maybe he has, and maybe he plays the role of a
I hope that's the case.
Really well.
I hope that's the case.
And like he has like this really good, makes it engaging and makes it shock factor, and makes it like raw. Do you know what I mean? Maybe.
Also
maybe.
That and relating to the viewer, because most of us who watch it have never heard of this information before, so it's just more or less the same kind of reaction, like, wow, oh my goodness,
could be. Or he could just genuinely be shocked and his will being newly presented to him, and it's like genuine, like, what?
Do you know how many episodes I've watched and I've had that jaw-dropping moment, and it's like 2 a.m. and I'm like...
It makes more sense for us.
I can't sleep.
It does make more sense for us because we are more or less not even working class. We're just around that class of people where we are moving at not 100 miles an hour, but 80 miles an hour, because we have to go to work to live and to be able to survive. We can't afford to always slow down and take time to educate ourselves and read kind of where we are now. But I've noticed when you have more sustainable income and you have more disposable income, you can do more things to educate yourself. You have more time. So I just assumed that people would use it. But that's me being naive.
I want to add to that.
That's me being
So I think you have more time depending on who you are as a person, because some of these people work more hours than they did when they had no money.
It's me being naive.
Why do you work now more? I thought the goal was, but it's because they love what they do so much, and they set up a thing that they love so much.
And we're the opposite.
And bro,
we're the opposite.
I'm like, let me kick my feet up as soon as possible. Yeah. Let me be on the beach.
Exactly.
I also,
you know what I'm saying, with my toes out.
I don't even ask them much. And the thing is, we don't want half the amount of money that they have.
Fresh fruit, fresh water.
Just the fact that I can get that. If I can get out of here to get this, fresh water, fresh fruit, fresh food, I'm happy, man. Bro, I don't need to be a millionaire.
The amount of times I thought about, you know what, should I just dip off to St. Lucia? Because I could live like that now. But another thing I'm like, nah. It's not time yet. It's not time.
No, another thing I want to add to the point of what you guys are saying is that there is also, like, when you are, well, you have that advantage of also growing up and from a holistic background as well. When you are raised in a household that also has methods of living naturally as well, it's almost second nature to actually live that way. I think, unfortunately, again, where we are, like you guys have said, it's the access to things, especially like financially.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah,
I do hear it.
But then also, you also know from childhood that ginger's going to cure your cold, garlic's going to cure your flu, stuff like that. You do it while you can, when you can.
Turmeric and these things you're going to take in these points of time. Yeah, I hear
apparently turmeric's bad for you.
Who said that? Oh yeah, too much, yeah.
Apparently turmeric's bad for you. I can't remember.
You say bad for you in what ways?
Yeah, because it's a synthetically made thing, apparently. But that I see loads of contradiction stuff. You can always find things for and against.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Just another one.
It helps thin your blood, so it depends on the situation as well. Because like somebody who's got obviously already thin blood needs to thicken their blood. Then
and what was it? Dr. Sebi said garlic's a killer. You shouldn't be eating that.
You shouldn't be eating that. I've seen.
In moderation. That's why we have in moderation.
Well, how do you know it's in? He said not at all.
Really?
Yeah, Sebi said not at all. He said there's got like traces of cyanide in there. I can't remember cyanide.
So do apple seeds.
I don't. Why are you eating apple seeds?
No, I know, but I'm saying.
Was you one of those weird kids that ate the core?
And you thought you were going to get
it's alright, man. It's alright. I was there. So I was about to say the same thing. And a plant.
One of them ones.
You know what I mean?
I didn't do that, but it was a fun fact that I saw on the internet one time.
Fair enough. That's probably why people end up with bellyaches once they eat it. Those kids that was all eating those apple seeds. That's why they end up with bellyaches.
Well, I didn't eat no fruit.
I should have done that in
Definitely
school.
weren't me.
I should have done it in primary school. What? I want to be in class today. Yeah,
apple seeds.
Bellyache. Get home, we'll get 1-2 remedy and sit tight and we'll play my PlayStation.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I was never allowed to do that. I was like, go to school.
No, I mean, if I've come home from if I'm sick and I get sent home, I get to bake off then. Okay. My parents would let me bake off. So If that was the case, I would have just, do you know what I mean? If I knew that, that's good information for me not to had, because the amount of times I would have got out
No,
of
please,
school.
no, please don't be doing that to your kid.
The
Don't tell
amount
your
of
kid
times
to
I
be
would have got
eating
myself
apples.
out of school. I know what I was like as a kid. I don't want to be here today.
Kids will do anything to themselves, mashing them up for the long run as well, just to have a day off.
Yeah, bro, because you're innocent, innit? You
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
know any better. You don't realize the repercussions that's going to come. That's what I said as a kid.
Thinking it as an adult now, innit?
Yeah.
I'm not teaching my child that.
No, definitely not. I would hope not. I would hope not.
Bottom
Plus,
line
they're not
is-
going to be trying to skip out of school anyway.
What, my youth?
Yeah, they're not going to be trying to skip out of school.
I mean, bottom line
Hopefully,
is
they're not going to be in them kind of
school.
schools where they're trying to go to skip out on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So-
And you're going to be home educated majority anyway. So
Yeah,
you're not
see?
just going to go there and get all your education from them teachers, because they're only going to tell you what the curriculum wants to teach you.
Yeah, it's a load of fart, man. It's a load of fart. So I need to go tap in.
Ella's buying me the Black as Fuck history book for my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. #1 New York Times bestseller, whatever it was.
Oh, lit.
History, Black history taught to you from the black perspective.
Yeah, the book, not the audio book.
Just tap into Ray Blue.
I have to keep saying black, but you know, in my head, I'm saying melanated. It's a bit
It's
mad.
habit, innit?
It's habit. I know it's not habit. I know what I'm saying. It. I have to do it for the algorithm.
Oh, see, in that regard. Yeah.
People, the whole world is black, white, Asian
Yeah,
when
you-
it's stupid. But yeah.
Story make no sense, but yeah.
Oh, did you watch?
All shades of wheat, but gone.
Yeah. It's Theo and you melanin, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
but
but what you
did
say?
you watch Amanda Seales 20 versus 1 radical versus 20 conservative black people?
No.
Oh, you should watch that. It's
Oh,
fun.
is it?
You should watch that.
Alright, cool. Was that
Yeah.
Amanda?
So
Seales?
Amanda Seales is, if you don't know her, she is calls herself a black radical. She's basically just trying to change the stigma of how black people are viewed in America, the systemic racism in America, making people more aware where your history was, what certain things derived from. So like policing came from slave catching.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it originated from. It was about protecting people's property rather than protecting the masses of criminals and people from stealing from each other and blah blah. It was about getting slaves' property back to their slaves' masters originally. So she was just making people aware of certain stuff like that, and how reparations is not about just giving a check to people in their hands to like, oh, every black person in America gets a $20,000 check, because unfortunately, that's what they majority of them think reparations is.
Okay.
They're gonna go out and give everybody a certain amount of money to say, here, get back on your feet. When no, it's about giving money to communities, education, with high black population of people in the certain states.
Yeah.
And you work out a difference between what a slave person would have been working for at that time compared to a trade worker would have been working at that time, and what that wage he would have earned, and you give that back in reparations to the community, accumulated to what the inflation difference is till now as well. They didn't no one knows these things, and they're just talking about, oh, you just want handouts, you just want the government just to drag you along, and just you don't have to do nothing, you can be a bum. And the self-hatred is crazy. We are a toxic community. All we do, we breed bad fathers. We kill each other. We don't know how to group together and build anything. This is us as a black people, not realizing that you were taken from one place to put another place. Majority, a lot of you were Native Americans and on that land because of previous times, but you're only learning that now. You didn't even know that was most of your history. Previously, you've just known that you were taken from Africa and dropped in there. And then I swear about 5 or 6 of them on that episode were like, yeah, well, that wouldn't have happened if African people didn't start selling themselves into slavery and this, that, the other. I'm like, oh my days. You've literally been taught by your kidnapper. That's all I keep saying to myself now. You've just been taught your whole history by your kidnapper. Yes, that was certain things, but they were called indentured servants. For people that had been they had lost wars, lost battles against each other. Your kingdom or your whoever ruler that you've been working under and fighting for is no longer. You come into this new society. They're not going to let you just run amok in their society. You're now technically a slave or a servant to a certain person. You work and live under this household. You pay your way out of into freedom. However, if the Europeans came over and were like, oh, we could do with these men and this, that, the other, they're just gonna say, yeah, take them. They're not a part of my society. They were prisoners of war. Yeah, take these people. They didn't just sell them just because they were people who they wanted to be because they were poor and less off. No, you were not of this community. Take them. did not know what they were going to do with them when they reach America. You know what I mean? But just listening to people be unaware of their history and
I better be careful now.
Huh?
Can't talk about American people and bro. And what's going
Oh
on in
yeah,
America.
bro. Last episode, yeah. Can't talk about that. It's crazy. Man.
What was the comment? What was the comment? Because I actually haven't seen the comment in it. You mentioned it like, okay, suppose we're not allowed to talk about American things. We keep America out our mouths.
Let me have a look to find it.
Go on.
Because I'm not trying to paraphrase.
Yeah, that's all I know. I've just known of the little paraphrase breakdown that you gave me. Like it was like a few words. I'm like, what are you talking about?
So, where is it? Why the F are these clowns speaking on American business? Lol. Says about what's going on over here. You don't live here. You don't understand our history. Talk about where you are from and address those issues before speaking about Americans. So I like the comment. But yeah, we talk about what's going on here all the time. Literally in that same episode, we talk about digital IDs and we spoke about growing up in British schools as people of colour and growing up in British schools of immigrants, of growing up alongside immigrants in our schools too.
Yeah.
But yet they didn't obviously watch the rest of the episode and just stick to the beginning. Because obviously we have to have a bit of clickbait. We have to have American algorithms jumping on here. We have to get somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be hating now.
It's don't be hating, man. You man don't run the world, but the people that run your country run the algorithms of the world.
Yeah.
Don't ever get it twisted and think you're a part of that.
Yeah. It's not that deep. Not that deep. So you want us to keep America out of name? No. It's not.
I can't, unfortunately, because England just follow like little brothers to America.
Hey, what you mean?
If American politics is happening, English politics is just gonna follow afterwards. So I have to know what's going on in your ends first, mate, to really know what's gonna happen here afterwards. It's just a byproduct now.
We have so much American media. It's kind of difficult to actually avoid that topic.
And that's what inflates their ego.
We grew up with it. It's literally in our faces as well. So. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, these that want to talk and have opinions and talk about how America's so great and this and that and do all this chat, but someone wants to talk about it outside. Someone is talking about what's going on in America outside of America, and you're like, stop talking about it. Shush.
And the thing is, they were like obviously you said talk about our issues. Yeah, we talk about our issues, but I bet you don't even have the capacity or the information to be able to talk about other people's issues either.
I bet you don't have the capacity to talk about his own issues.
That too.
I bet you don't even understand what's going on in their own country.
Because you say, I don't know your history, and I know your history. Trust me, I know your history.
Do you know what I'm
Because your
saying?
history is our history too.
Do you know what I mean? What are we talking about? Bunch of donuts. You do realise like we're Caribbean descendants. St. Lucians and Jamaican. That means we're from the Caribbean and we're only here because our parents chose to go here instead of going to America.
And I got plenty of family members that
bare family in America. Bare family in America. Next year I've got a link up in St. Lucia with my family.
There you go.
And loads of the American families coming over to St. Lucia.
I have the same
all
thing
the
last
UK family coming over to St. Lucia. And obviously the St. Lucian family is going to be there in America. So we hear about what's going on. We know what's going on. We know the history because we have to be aware of the history because you guys had are directly correlated to our history and the whole reason that we was over in the Caribbean, living up in the Caribbean. Otherwise I would have been somewhere else, coming from somewhere else. So like, we're talking because one is relevant because it's relevant to the world. Anything that's happening in any part of the world is relevant to everybody else in the world. Things that's going on in America to do with tariffs and so forth also affects what's going on here in the UK.
But everything your dumbass president done affects everybody because he feels like he's doing things important. He feels like he's doing something, but he's doing nothing really. But yeah.
So, do you know what I mean? And it's not even just an American thing. If certain things are going on in China,
man, I'm gonna talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it.
BRICS all the time, bro.
Yeah, I get it.
You probably don't even know what that is. I'm not talking to you personally. Stop that, Fabian. I'm vexed. Everybody, if you don't know what BRICS is, go and search what BRICS is because we're all gonna have to know what that is in a few years' time. But yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not a we're here to slander America, innit?
We're definitely not.
We're not here to slander America, talk down on America and all the rest of it. We just see what we see from where we see it. And if anything, you should be open to the ideas of what other people have to say about your country from an outside perspective.
You should be happy that other people are talking about your stuff from an outside perspective because that gives you more of an opinion to see what other people are seeing. So if you are actually doing something wrong, you can start to change it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay,
and we're the same, vice versa. It's best to get an outside perspective because when you're inside your own echo chamber, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
And besides, we dogpile our own country anyways.
Oh, tell me about it. This place is a shambles at the moment.
Oh, it's
going through
actually
this.
terrible.
It's nothing great. We just call it Britain. There's nothing great about it.
It's I don't think it ever was.
I
No,
feel
we
like
know
it's
that.
British culture to dogpile anyway. Same just as how we talk about how the weather is.
The weather's going good.
Yeah, weather's been beautiful.
What are you
this year,
talking
though.
about?
Yeah,
Them man are all crying, talking about global warming this, global warming that. No, relax yourself.
it's-
I actually
it's been-
googled this just yesterday.
been
We had
decent.
79 days that was over 20 degrees. This
Oh no,
year.
it's the hottest summer on record in
Ever had.
England.
Yeah. We had, and I think like 39 of those days was like plus 25, and then 8 days was plus 30.
That's good, man.
That's big things.
That's
Normally,
good.
normally we get like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and
That's
hopefully it's
basically
changing, and it's
4
going to
months.
change because they're going to be like, you're going to hear more and more chat rubbish in the news about pale skinned people going to be dropping off like flies. This is not normal for us, and we can't survive in this, that, the other. Sorry to say, it's just showing that this world is kind of swings and roundabouts. There's an ice age. There's warm ages. There's you know what I mean.
good point,
we
actually.
don't actually know what this earth is going to do. You're just sitting here. And
Has
just,
its own cycles, isn't it?
yeah, has its own cycles. We're sitting here and good for the ride. We're going for the ride.
Yeah, facts. That's interesting. I didn't even deep that actually.
People talk
in
about
that
global
regards.
warming.
In that regard,
There are plenty of natural things that we are unaware of and we try to tamper with as human beings, and we have no business tampering with.
yeah. I mean, we're always, and then we blame it on some nonsense. I think there's a lot of fear mongering that happens with that, though.
Oh, definitely. The whole world is run on fear mongering.
Yeah, a lot of fear mongering with that kind of nonsense.
Well, is there anything else that you want to chat about, El, before we wrap this week up? Oh, wait a minute, I do. I want to quickly brush on something. I watched David Banner on Drink Champs.
Oh no, I'm out of this one.
Now, it's music. This is you. This is your lane.
Is it?
Yeah, I was just wanting to talk
I
about...
don't watch Drink Champs.
I know you don't watch Drink Champs, neither do I. I don't watch Drink Champs. I just saw a clip on Instagram and I thought, Rod, David was chatting, he was spitting facts, and he talked about how the music industry has been dead for years and how it died from the moment we sold ourselves to streaming platforms.
I saw that clip actually.
Okay,
Yeah, and you know, I was
yeah.
like, do you know,
There's a
Jesus,
point
guy,
here.
this boy is spitting.
Yeah.
But go on.
Yeah.
David
point
Bannon
for
was
me.
just spitting facts. And he was like, you don't understand that, yeah, the big boys at the top, like Rihanna, your Jay-Z's, your Kanye's and all theirs, man, them man are going to be making mega money because they have the reach to be able to spread across the world. Their reach is the world. But people like David Banner, who was about to become a multi-millionaire just off making music in America, off those few states, because he would have been able to sell his CD for like $5 a CD. And that is how real money is made for majority of artists.
Yeah.
He thought, you don't understand how you just killed majority, you cut the belly out of music by not, you there's a void in the middle of like, so you've got the people that are amazing at the bottom who haven't got the infrastructure to be able to push themselves to the masses. They come into that void of which is now streaming platforms, and they get lost in that void because they're trying to push themselves and they're losing the love for the music because it's not going to the places it needs to. And now, because you've been with streaming platforms for the last 15, 20 years, people don't know what hard copy CDs are selling that to each other. Ain't no one want to buy a CD off you. And it makes sense because it's obsolete now. But that stops the normal small artist from making like a little amount of money just to be able to get himself to the next stage and to the next stage and to the next stage. You know what I mean? And he was spitting facts. He's like, if you don't go around touring and doing shows, you're making nothing as an artist.
Yeah.
Nothing. And your music could be cold, but the streaming platforms are going to make all the money out of you.
Yeah.
Even if you've got 2 mil, 4 to 4 mil streams for your first tune, they ain't making nothing.
Yeah, they make
But imagine you sold
2 to 4 mil records, like CDs, and
for £1. £1.
You're 2 to 4 mil up.
Up.
You're 2 to mil for up.
It's
2 to
crazy
4 mil
work.
Up. Yeah,
And
yeah.
I didn't, because we've just been
So
conditioned
used to
and we've
streaming,
just
though.
been drip fed this through a manner of years. We've just become used to it.
Yeah. Do you know, I still do buy my CDs of like my artists that I'm fans of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only buy vinyls. That's the only thing.
But like that's when they promote it, and then I'm like, oh shit, you got a CD to buy. Oh, let me buy the CD. But it's more of a thing of just because I know like how dirty they're getting done by the streaming sites. But I never really deeped it down to the level of what you're talking upon here. It's like, yeah, and then I was thinking, well, people will do that because I do that, but I'm like, But how many people outside of me are actually doing that? And it's because I come from a time where CD buying is normal. Like I remember going to HMV, bro, you know.
Yeah.
Going down to HMV, cutting through, looking through and all the CD.
Beyond HMV, we could go to the market.
Yes, that was the next one I was going to drop.
We could go to the market and there was CD shops for days.
My man's still there though. My man's still there.
Yeah.
The brother's there still. He's watched man grow up.
But you understand it, don't it? Like,
No, now I do, yeah, definitely. So what, we're bringing back CDs, yeah?
if we could.
Get my MP3 player.
But it's actually quite easy to do that, because what people will just have to do, just like we're doing with the hair thing, is you say you're not going to be posting things on streaming websites like that.
So if you want to get hold of my stuff, then you've got to buy the CD.
Or
you drop
3 or 4 songs out of the album on the Spotify and say, if you want the rest of the album, you've got to buy my CD or something like that.
Well, I think...
and then after like a year, then drop it on the rest of it on the streaming platform.
You get both.
Yeah. So then, all right, cool. Now you've had your period of time where people get to buy the CDs, enjoy it, and then you have that period of time. Do you think they would make... Maybe, I don't know though, maybe it shouldn't be a CD thing anymore.
What do you mean?
Maybe it should
sell it MP3 online?
Something digital or something, because like now I've got to then go back to having like a folder in my car of CDs that I can't cut through.
I think convenience
to slap that in there, and people aren't going to go for that convenience. That's inconvenient.
Do you think old technology is making a comeback? For instance, like I've been taking a look at iPods. Like it's only just an example, because like even back with like the whole streaming thing, sometimes I don't even want to use data to listen to my music if it's not downloaded. Sometimes I really don't want to have to go through the trouble of like doing all of that. Yes, I've got all my playlists, but it's the same way I can create my playlist on my laptop. Burn it.
Do I think it's coming back? No.
But
I think you're an old soul.
But what you are right, your old technology in general is making a comeback, because people are becoming more aware things can get taken away and shut down from the click of a finger, because everything's attached to the internet and controlled by AI. So people are using older methods,
such as
bread making. Ella bring that up to me. A lot of people are going back to just making bread because of how bad bread has got in stores now.
Oh, okay.
So people are getting the old bread makers out.
I think
and
it's
stuff like
just.
that. We've seen that on TikTok.
I think it's very human to feel like you own something, like you're taking care of something, which is why I bring up iPods, because then, you know, you've got this whole modern narrative of, you know, you subscribe to everything, you own nothing, and you'll be happy. And it's kind of like, well, what if I just want to own my iPod and own my music on it and be happy?
Did you own your music on your iPod?
You did, because you bought it to a certain extent. You paid for your albums, and then you downloaded it onto your iPad, and it was there.
Well, I used to
Pirate Bay
as well.
LimeWire. I didn't use LimeWire, but LimeWire did.
BitTorrent, LimeWire.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I did the same things as well.
So
but
like,
if I wanted,
do you own it?
If you wanted to be able to have like the HD versions and stuff like that, guaranteed, people used to pay for the album. Because LimeWire would say HD version.
No,
and then
the amount of them would be bootleg.
Like,
this is terrible.
So that's why people used to buy it. I remember. But go back. You can still sell your music on Spotify and stuff like that. So it's just gonna take the people at the top again, as I say, the biggest paid slaves at the top to try and make a change.
Do you know who I'd like to make that change? I'd like someone like Kendrick or
I knew
Cole.
you were going to say Kendrick.
Kendrick or Cole. Nah, do you know what it is? Because they're two artists that I personally really like.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I mention their names. And because of the positioning that they say they have. And also both of them own labels. Does Kendrick own a label?
I don't know. He's definitely not part of TDE anymore.
Yeah, I know he's not part of TDE. but I'm like, that's
he works, but he's Universal now, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
He's Universal. Drake. That's why Drake's suing them, man. But
okay, cool. So Cole has his own label and all the rest of it. Dreamville.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. You lot have the potential of really pioneering that.
Making change.
Yeah.
And your favourite woman, because she's out of the music game now, making her fashion, she could come back and be a pioneer for them things there. But she's a mum. I allow her till she's had the last child.
Buy merch, people.
For whom?
Rihanna.
No, just in general.
Oh. For who? Well, who we shouting out? Rihanna?
No.
That billionaire.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. So just buy merch of your favourite artist if you need to.
Oh, okay. In that regard.
Yeah. You're right. You are right in that as well. That is how they make their money now.
Yeah. Through their merch and all the rest of it. Yeah, I hear that. I do hear that.
Because I bought enough stuff of Tyler the Creator.
Have you heard his latest thing?
Yeah,
I can't lie, it's hard.
it's hard.
It's hard.
But
That
Tyler's
that
always been
that
cold to me.
80 inspired vibe that he's got going on. I
But
can't lie. I
it's
was
because
messing with it heavy.
He's happy, bro.
As I hear it.
And like he's happy, and I've been following Tyler since what Bastard before that probably.
Yeah.
So I
Goblin.
can Goblin.
So I've been having times like I'm messing with it.
Bastard's first.
I've been having times where I've been messing with it, and the times I'm not in it with him.
Yeah.
Like, I've been a bit on and off.
Because when you just taught me like you like that brother right now, like bro, I know Tyler not personally, but through his music, I say, all right, he's going through this, he's going through that, and I can appreciate it, but like it's not for me. But I know what he's doing. Like,
Well, similar for me with Earl Sweatshirt as well. He's dropped a latest album that I'm yet to listen to. And
he's a dad now.
He's a dad now, yeah, and that's quite huge because he talks about this on his new album, being a parent now. And I've looked at his latest merch. He's selling baby stuff.
Oh, nice.
So that's
nice.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, with Tyler though, nah, man. But this latest thing, I can't lie, bro.
He
That
dances to it.
as a dancer who studied hip hop and music of hip hop and understand where hip hop came from, how it even started, boom, 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 and then gone through the eras of hip hop to then listen to that. Oh, I can't lie, I was having a field day. The first track got wheeled up like 4 or 5 times just off the back. Like I was
It's nice that everybody's getting to experience Tyler now, I guess. It's nice because he just got the stigma of a nutty guy.
Yeah, because he was a nutty guy.
Yeah, but he is, bro.
He wasn't.
If you listen, if he's not a nutty guy, he's an eccentric guy that literally just said, "Bro, I'm not gonna get shackled by just because I'm a black guy. I have to make this."
Kind of, yeah, I hear that in that regard, but he is nuts, bro.
Yeah, so-
the stuff that he says, like in the interviews, in the music itself, like the stuff he comes up with on stage,
Yeah, bro.
like, bro,
When
the
he got
guy
banned
is.
from England. That's when I just like, yeah, this guy's. I like this guy. When he got
I
banned,
didn't even know he got banned from England.
Yeah,
he
I
did.
went tapping
Yeah,
into him
bro.
at that point then.
Theresa May banned him from
Why?
England. Because he started calling everyone a faggot. And it was like, I don't mean faggot as in gay. I just, the same way you flipped your bad words to call them anything, they mean anything now. But we call each other faggots, fam. You're moving like a faggot. You're not because you're gay, it's you're a waste man. You're moving like an absolute dickhead.
Yeah,
That's what you started calling people.
That's jokes, though.
Yeah, so yeah, Theresa May.
That's
banned
what
her.
you got freaking banned for. That's some stupidness.
But you
The
know
fact that
you
you
can't
can ban
call-
someone for that is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You know you can't go against the narrative. As soon as the global elites don't want you to do nothing, they can just go like that. And
Yeah, start locking off your pockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, start locking off your pockets. With this new album, I'd 100% go to one of his concerts.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, 100%. Because I like enough of his music before, but with this, like, if he was to do something like right now, if he was to
Because
start
he's
a
going
tour,
to do majority
of the album, bro, do you know how much of a field I'd be having in that crowd? I don't want seats. I'll only be standing. I need to be active in that crowd.
Jump up.
That would be cold.
# lift the band.
Yeah, man. All right. That was a good episode, man.
Yeah, it was nice, man.
I'll see you people hopefully next week. And Darky will be here.
About.
You're not taking this serious.